Okay, I'm not going to talk about any actual records of any kind right now. I'm just going to talk to you because this is the last bowl of weed I have. Okay, so I went to the taxi cab. Dog.
I can't really see you.
Damn. My taxi cab lady, she had me, she forced me to look at a few things. Number one, because the ignorance and the lies that have been so thick in our culture about Joseph Smith and the record of the people of Nephi and all of that. Because of the ignorance and the lies, people will not consider the stick of Joseph because it's associated with the Mormons. And I don't know how to get these people to understand that the stick of Joseph in the hand of Ephraim is a record of a people that has been prophesied to come in the last days. This is God's doing. It's not Joseph Smith wanted to come up with some ideas so he could fuck a bunch of girls. That's the lie. However we got the stick of Joseph, I don't know. But that's what it is the stick of Joseph in the hand of Ephraim. Okay? So I don't know what people used to say about all the other prophets, and it's irrelevant. The fruit is what I judge a prophet off of. You must judge the prophet off the fruit. And the lady said, she says, well, what about, and false prophets? And I said, again, have you judged the prophet based off his fruit or what other people have said? You can't judge Joseph Smith based off of the Mormon church. Okay? You cannot do that. You cannot judge Jesus Christ based on how the Christians and Jews are acting right now, can you? No. And you're not going to judge any prophet or anybody that's a servant of God according to the people that he's among. You can't do that. It's unrighteous judgment, which this goes back to. People do not need to be sharing their opinions about Joseph Smith or anything about the religion of God or nothing. It's not helping. Your opinions are not necessary. What's necessary is diligent seekers of the knowledge that need to gather. That's the only thing that matters. Everything else is a lost cause. Okay, your career, your fucking hopes and dreams, all of that is just trash. If you don't have charity, and if you don't seek after the servant that is sent in the last days. In the latter days, the Elijah will come. This person will be like the Moses to give you a new law. And it's not fucking the Mormon prophets, and it's none of the YouTube pastors and preachers and teachers, or none of these universities. None of them. I'm the only person that's going to be sent to teach you about how to love one another. I'm the only one that understands the gospel, and I'm going to give you the new fucking law. But you need to be humble, okay? And if you humble yourself, God's grace is sufficient for you. It's going to be great for us, the people that are humble, that unite and serve one another. God says he's going to bless you if you're obedient. And if you're not obedient, then you keep getting what you get. More Marco Rubio coked out fucking and Trump. I mean, you guys got to understand that your leaders, it's just, you need to stop judging people based off, you need to stop judging the Book of Mormon and Joseph Smith. You need to get the stick of Joseph in the hand of Ephraim and read it personally and privately. And then reach out to me or seek after the knowledge of the stick of in what's in Isaiah, and then start looking at the stars. I mean, that's the best you could do. Look at the stars for signs. Read Isaiah because God said diligently do it. Nobody understands who the Son of Man is. Okay? And if Jesus Christ said he's the Father and the Son, you got a real problem on your hands. We don't know if God is 1, 2, or 3 different people. Nobody knows anything. Okay? And don't trust Willard Richards. Joseph Smith's brother was shot in the face, and then he was fucking cognizant after his brain had been blown out the back of his head, and he's supposed to speak a sentence. Oh, and just so happens that he takes over the church, gets to bang all these fine hoes, and have glory and honor given to him. They're fucking, I mean, the Mormons worship the leaders and the records that they're given. But that's not the gospel, is not to do that. The gospel is to seek after the servant. It's going to be the Moses that will use the work of the Joseph. But none of you know this. I mean, truth, again, I bring up truth and precept because I learned about this from him. And he is correct on this one point. But he doesn't understand how to translate the scriptures anciently according to numbers and stars and all this shit I've been trying to fucking talk to everybody about. And nobody will listen because it's just so bizarre. It's like, oh, God doesn't, the stars aren't important. The signs of God are not important. You're commanded to look for the signs of the coming of the Son of Man. That's another thing, the taxi cab lady. She was just caught off guard on that one. I said, look, regardless of your faith in Jesus and how much you think you're going to be saved, if you're not looking for the signs of the coming of the Son of Man, and you have not diligently been seeking, then you're just going to be a hypocrite that's suffering from the curses that we're all suffering from right now. Men are goddamn hollow fucking shells. Women are in charge and have to run everything, and they're not fucking good at it. They're ashamed to even fucking, it's a goddamn shame for them. But they have no shame, just like Sodom and Gomorrah. But this is all going to change. But it's not going to change until you guys come to the servant and establish a new people with righteous leadership. That is what the gospel is. And I am that servant that is sent. I am the new Moses. I am the new Elijah. I am Gazaliel, gathered to the servant with the authority, with the government over water, for government, and for immersion. The Son of Man has the power to forgive sin. God has put me in this position, and I'm absolutely positive of it. There was a new sign. The signs, I'm not going to explain all this because nobody cares. But you're going to care because the work that I'm doing, I am the zeal of God. And because of the shit I'm saying, you people are going to repent. God damn it. And I'm your fucking leader. What do you want? More of what you got? It says your children's future is fucked. Your relationships are screwed. There's nothing good for the future of anybody until you unite with me and learn what I've got to tell you about the gospel. It's not that hard. Will you please listen to me, people?